Hey guys, it is Thursday, which means it's time for another video. I'm gonna try to talk over the lawnmower that is running right now. Somebody is mowing their lawn. I actually have the windows open. It's pretty hot in here, so I don't want to close them. That's why it is probably very obnoxious. And I may be doing a live stream tomorrow, not sure. It'll probably be like a last minute thing type of thing. But if I do a live stream, I hope you guys can join. Since tomorrow is Friday the 13th, I figured I'd do a little Friday 13th themed video. I've done this before in the past, but it has definitely changed since then. And I'm going to be ranking my top 5 favorite Friday the 13th. I would have just ranked the whole series, but that will be a long video, and you guys are probably waiting for me to post a video right now. So I figured I'd do a top 5 instead. And I will be mentioning some honorable mentions after I do the first 4 before I do number 1. But my number 5 is the first Friday the 13th. People might be a little pissed that this is my number 5. I was thinking out of the 3, Freddy, Jason, Michael. Obviously, this isn't a Jason movie, but for their first movies is definitely my least favorite of the 3. This is a very standard slasher film. It's other than like I think, don't get me wrong, it's a great film, but it's not. There's so many different like 80s slashers that I would prefer over this one. I mean, obviously, if it wasn't for this one, there would be no sequels, but it's just not my favorite, and I wanted to include it just because it is the original that started it all. My number 4 is Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. I love how campy this is and how silly it is. Tom McLaughlin did a great job kind of bringing Jason back in this. And I love how the back of this has Jason coming out of the lake in lava, which is funny because obviously that did not happen in the movie. And this is the only the only Friday the 13th film that has no nudity at all. Like literally no nudity. But it doesn't matter, because to me, what makes a Friday the 13th movie is the kills. And CJ Graham did an amazing job as well in this film. Obviously, he did not go on to play Jason in any other films, but he still did a pretty great job. And He's Back, Man, Behind the Mask is an amazing song. I don't know what the hell is going on out there. He's like, somebody's hitting shit. My number 3, how ironic, is Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. There's like a glare right now. This is definitely, I think this is actually, it might still be, it was the highest grossing Friday the 13th film in the series. Try to change the glare there. And it's definitely one of the better, like, 3D films from the 80s, because I've seen some other 3D films. This is the one that brought Jason, or brought his iconic hockey mask into the movies. Obviously, everyone knows that is probably watching this video, but I still think it's a great film, even though it is cheesy with the effects because it is in 3D, like the eyeball popping. When I was younger, I thought that was a cool death, and now that I think about it, it's pretty bad. But if I had to pick a favorite kill in this series, in this movie, I would probably pick Vera. Is that her name? Vera? Yeah. When she gets shot in the eye with the harpoon gun, because that's when you first see Jason walking out with the hockey mask on, and I just think that is awesome. My number 2, this is going to be one that a lot of people are going to be pissed off about, and this is one that I'm probably going to try to marathon most of these movies tomorrow, but my number 2 is Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. Yes, this is the one without Jason, other than the, like, not flashbacks, but, like, dream sequences. This has Roy in it. I know that, and a lot of people will disagree with me on this one because of all that. But I think this has some of the better kills in the franchise, even though the MPAA butchered it as well. I love the characters, even though a lot of them are unlikable. One of my favorite scenes in the whole series is a scene where Violet is dancing to His Eyes, which introduced me to that song, and I just think that's an amazing 80s song, like electronic song. I just like, to me, I always love the look of Roy as well. It's so plain, but I like the blue chevron marks instead of the red chevron marks. I just always love the look of Roy. The NECA cloth is actually my favorite NECA figure, or one of my favorite figures of all time. I love the NECA Roy cloth, but this is a great film. Oh, and if you don't know, these are from the awesome box set that Screen Factory put out. My number, before I was gonna say it already, but before I go to my number one, I have 2 honorable mentions. I was gonna add them all because there's some movies in the franchise that I don't really like that as much. I wouldn't hate. I don't say. I actually like all the movies in the franchise, but if I had to pick 2, the first one would be Freddy vs. Jason. I actually saw that when it first came out in the theaters with my whole family. All my brothers, my mom, and my dad. It's not a great film, but it's pretty awesome and it's memorable to me. And the next one will definitely piss a whole lot of people off, but this is one that I kind of, I wouldn't say grew up in a way, because it did come out in 2009, and that is the Friday the 13th remake. The reason why I have it as an honorable mention compared to like the final chapter, this was one that I used to watch on repeat all the time, and when it came out I was only 13, so I just watched the remake all the time. I memorized the lines. I think Derek Mears is a scary Jason. I love the look of Jason in this film as well. I don't know if you... which way? Right up there. That's actually a picture signed by Derek Mears. Awesome guy. But, yeah, I just like the remake. But, alright, my number one. My number one has always been my number one, probably from the get-go. Honestly, probably from the first time I've ever seen this film, and that is Friday the 13th Part 2. Jason is in this movie, and I love how in this they have the uncut deaths, which is awesome, because for the longest time I wanted to see the uncut deaths of this movie, especially the spear going through the 2 people in the bed, which did copy Twisted the Death Nerve, aka Bay of Blood, but I always wanted to see what that looked like uncut. So I found out that they found the uncut footage. Obviously no sound, but still awesome. I like Sackhead Jason, I'm not gonna lie. I just think he's a lot more scarier than the hockey mask Jason. It kind of reminds me of the Phantom Killer from The Town That Dreaded Sundown. I think that's where they might have got the inspiration from. The kills are definitely a lot better than the first one. Tom Savini was asked to come back to do the kills in this film, but he's actually doing the special effects for The Burning, which came out the same year, but I think like were filmed around the same time. But I still think the person who did the special effects in this film did a good job. One of my favorite final girls of all time, Ginny, is in this film. Absolutely love Ginny. I think she is a smart final girl. Doesn't like just run. I mean, she runs and screams, but she tries to outsmart Jason because using the child psychology, and Jason kind of has the mind of a child. But yeah, Part 2, definitely my favorite. Like I said, it's in my top 10 horror films of all time, actually. Absolutely love this film. But yeah, that's my top 5 favorite Friday the 13th films. Like I said, I would do a whole ranking, but the video is being posted later, so I figured I'd just do top 5. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I will be on tomorrow for a live stream. I will come on, maybe just messing around, watch Friday the 13th movies. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. But in the meantime, I will see you guys on Monday.